So over the break, Germany decided to go to war with Sweden. They're continuing this sort of reoccurring theme of European wars.
So I think we knew about the USA declaring war on the Bahamas. Obviously, this should be pretty one-sided as long as the USA don't mess this up. And it seems like they'll probably take a lot here. I'm guessing it probably isn't going to cost much for 100%, right? Because they only have control over what? Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost like 33%. So there's a few of these islands. So more than likely, the AI, when it tends to be like a smaller, like one province minor like this, yeah, the AI tends to take that. They don't mess it up too bad. It's only when you see like big countries, like when we saw Russia being fully sieged out or occupied by all sorts of different nations, like Poland, like Japan, like China. Yeah, typically the AI usually just declares war. I feel like the AI usually just declares war for one piece of land. So when it's a one province minor, then yeah, they do a good job at annexing that. But I mean, they better, right? They better, geez. We have the German war that I talked about in the intro against Sweden. That'll be interesting. So Germany called in Norway. Needless to say, it's a pretty good ally to call in against Sweden. Then we have Ukraine, and I'm still working on the pronunciation of this country, but it really depends on if they get military access. And I think they will. I believe that they will. They have to get it. They can get it through Poland. But I'm pretty sure Poland so Poland and Germany are right now, they're allied, which is strange because I really thought we'd see kind of a breakdown. I figured that, now that Poland is a lot stronger, they don't really have to worry about the Russians to their east. I figured that we'd start to see kind of German-Polish wars going on, and I figured Poland might be able to kind of hold their own a little bit better. Probably not, because Germany's got some really awesome land here, but yeah, I think that but it doesn't matter. So they're allied, so there might not be any wars anytime soon. This would be a very good opportunity for Germany to maybe expand their hold over kind of, I mean, they have control of Stockholm already, but yeah, I mean, they could possibly grab a few more lands here and maybe really kind of do the final nail against Sweden. The final nail in the coffin, I guess you could say. Or, they could give some lands to Norway, either way. The other ones, we have Great Britain versus Cuba. Again, we have European, I guess Western powers going up against the Caribbean. And Chile versus Argentina is the only, kind of really other big one. And actually, you know what? Chile's doing a pretty good job. And remember, Argentina got involved in a few Latin wars, and those did not go so well for Argentina. They got pretty unlucky. Peru, Brazil started really beating up their military. So that was kind of an issue, and this has been a perfect opportunity for Chile to kind of walk in. And I'm actually really shocked at the amount of troops that Chile has under their control. They've got like 64,000, which is amazing. As you can see, Argentina, I think they've lost like their entire army. Their entire army, it's down to like 3,000 men, which, yeah, I mean, needless to say, that's going to be pretty bad. This is not going to end too well, although Chile's not really moving these units. But anyways, yeah, they're doing a good job. They already have positive war scores, so they'll take whatever they want, whatever the AI wants, a 27 war score. They'll take maybe one or two provinces away from that. Let's check in on... Whoa. What's going on here? Wait, when did that... Oh, yeah, we knew about that because, yeah, that was actually... because Great Britain called in Brazil, Cuba called in Peru, yes. So Peru is not doing so well. Again, they're not doing well. But then again, oh man, Latin America has just been kind of crazy recently. We had Mexico go at it when Mexico was really powerful in Central America, and they started doing some really big damage to Peru. But then it kind of went, obviously, it drastically shifted once the USA were involved. Oh wow. Whoa! Oh wow! Ecuador was forced to be released, and then Brazil grabbed a province here. Is that all what happens? I believe this was already under. Oh, maybe this was. Did this just convert over? Yeah, I think it did. Wow, Peru. Dang. So Brazil's done a really good job so far in this campaign of keeping control over South America, and that's all they've really had to have done. For a second there, they started losing control because we started seeing Peru get bigger and bigger and bigger. This was a good kind of slap in the face, I guess, from Brazil's perspective. Obviously, it's not good for anyone rooting for Peru here, but this was a good kind of knockback, like push them back down for a little bit. Definitely, it's going to take them a couple of decades to catch back up. The problem is that, Peru has no allies. Paraguay, Uruguay, and Guyana. Actually, Nicaragua is a good, and they have Nicaragua, but that's not going to help them out that much. Peru really needs to ally themselves with someone like Argentina. But anyways, let's go to the Caribbean. And so the Bahamas, are they already been taken? Is that war already over? Yes, it is. Bam, gone. So this might be a really good, well, I don't know. Now, what is the opinion, what is America's opinion on Great Britain? It's not good. The British opinion, oh, so I'm sorry, this is the British opinion of the USA, it's negative 61. But, interesting, the Americans have a positive opinion of Great Britain. It doesn't really matter. That expansion that we just saw was from the Americans, obviously. So, maybe they're not looking for a British war, but who knows? Now remember, Great Britain is still at war with, oh wait, maybe did they just peace out? They did. They did just peace out. Oh, wait a second, I'm confused here. No, they still just peaced out. Oh, wait a second. Boom! Cuba is now a vassal of Great Britain. Really smart choice there. Surprised that we don't see that more often. Very, very surprised. So look at that. I mean, a lot of control now. I wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, definitely, someone's going to take out the Dominican Republic soon. It'll be America or Britain, but it seems like these two great powers are going to start to rival each other in this region. Certainly, there seems to be kind of a power struggle as both nations try to grab as much land as possible. Now, Great Britain is doing a really, really good job. Not only, obviously, with the British West Indies, but now their vassalization of Cuba. You know, remember, America had that disastrous war with, I think it was Cuba last time, and yeah, that did not go so well. See, that's the thing, is that even if the USA... Yeah, I know the USA has an awesome military, but can their Navy keep up with Great Britain's Navy? I don't know. I feel like maybe not. And remember, Great Britain has alliances. They've got some awesome alliances. Brazil is an awesome alliance, especially for like naval support in the Atlantic Ocean. That's a big deal, as well as Egypt, as well as definitely Egypt. The USA just has Canada. Oh, they have Peru too. I didn't know that. Oh, they've remained allied to Peru. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm shocked. Well, that does kind of even out the, you know, the possible war a little bit. It does a little bit. Okay, so what's going on here? That war ended immediately. Wow, and nothing happened. Why did that end? So you didn't lose anything? Did Norway gain anything? Nothing. Well, that's very strange. I don't know why you guys peaced out. Chile's now at only 21 war score. That's not good. We're going to speed it up to speed 4 as we're down to only 2 wars in this world. And actually, that's probably going to be more of a common occurrence. You know, there's less smaller nations. There's less kind of, yeah, I mean, there's like really some great powers around here. So needless to say, there's going to be less wars. And I guess kind of the smaller powers that are still involved in this game, they're kind of, you know, either like in India's territory. Like a lot of them like are about to be kind of on the chopping block of some of these bigger nations like, you know, Algeria can go down south, Nigeria, same thing. Whenever they want to clean out this region of the map of Africa, they could easily do that. Nigeria can. Mali, not so powerful. Never realized that Mali has only 28,000 troops. I mean, they might have a little bit more than that, but I don't think they've been involved in a war, so I don't really know why they have such low numbers right there. Probably just not very valuable land in terms of like manpower and force limit and stuff like that. How is Russia doing? Has Russia gotten up any more alliances? Nope, just with the Saudis. Just with the Saudis for now. They need to get something else there, or else this is not going to be good. Kuwait is looking good. How about Israel? I'm sure, no, I know Israel's still being protected by the USA. Yes, they are. Allied to the UAE and Ethiopia. That reminds me, you know, is technically South Korea still under the guarantee? Yes, they are. They're still guaranteed by the USA. Well, that's interesting. I don't remember Japan going to war with the USA, though, right? Or what? No. No, that's because Japan declared war on Russia, I believe, and then Russia called in South Korea. And then eventually that, you know, that obviously got annulled, and that is kind of what happened. Okay, now we have 3 wars. Nothing big. Nothing too big. Now, why is Chile losing war score down here? What is going on, Chile? I mean, you're just not moving? Well, you are moving a little bit. The 50 stack's not moving. This 12 stack moved like a little bit up north. This is your time to strike against Argentina. I don't understand what's going on. How does Peru's feelings? Peru and, okay, well, obviously Peru and Brazil don't like each other. Argentina really doesn't like, here, but there we go. So Brazil doesn't mind Argentina as bad. Peru does not like Argentina. And actually, this is a really good opportunity for Peru to go after Argentina and get back some of that land that they just lost. They don't have a truce. That war is over. Or that truce is over. That big old Latin war that we just saw a few videos ago where the USA had to get involved to take out Mexico. That truce is over. I thought that was, I'm surprised actually. It's year 2116, April 16th. And actually, oh, there we go. Another big German war. This is a German Yugoslavian imperialist war. Now, this is a big deal because Yugoslavia has called in quite a few of their allies, obviously. Now, Turkey's the big one. Again, always underrated. Turkey does, and maybe, here's the weird thing, though. I will say that, like, for those of you that don't agree, Turkey's strong. They have numbers. It does seem like, though, even though Turkey gets involved in a lot of the in the German or the European politics, it does seem like Turkey never is that extra. I mean, they definitely provide a lot of extra power there, but they don't ever, like, they're not that extra oomph. You know what I mean? They're never really. I feel like they're supportive, and I know Turkey helped out against Russia. I think it was Turkey and Ukraine. They helped out quite a bit, but I don't know. And maybe it's got to be just by coincidence. I mean, obviously Turkey's powerful and they've got the military units and the money, the economy to support big old wars and support some friends like this, but it just seems like Turkey's never able to get the job done. You know, they always even the side for some of these smaller European nations, but they never really get the job done, if you know what I mean, which is weird. How is Czech Republic still around? They're allied to Austria, Savoy, and Belarus. Now, the problem with that is that that's not going to be enough, and I don't know why Germany hasn't gone after the Czech Republic. I figured that would happen. Now, we've seen this before. We've seen Germany's kind of desire to kind of continue to expand into Yugoslavian lands. So this is not shocking. They need to be prepared for Turkey. Now, is Turkey going to send anything over this way? They've got over 100,000 men, and they seem to be kind of grouping them up, getting, you know, maybe, I imagine these are maybe a few mercs, possibly. A few mercenaries, who knows? They're building a few regiments, and we might see them attack. It all depends. It depends on military access. Typically, Turkey is able to get military access to whoever it is that they're fighting in Europe. They do a pretty good job at that. But, yeah, I mean, at this point, with Germany's size, I mean, they're almost at 400,000 men. So, yeah, that's not going to be enough. Wait a second. Why are you in Italian lands? Oh, you probably got military access to go after Genoa. Very smart. Or did you? Well, you're not going after Genoa, but that's what you should be doing. You're at war with Savoy. No. Savoy is involved in something else. Oh, they're allied to the Czech Republic. That's how I was thinking Savoy. I was like, wait a second, why is Savoy in my head? Wow, Chile's down to 13 war score. Chile, you're blowing it, man. You could have had the best opportunity to kind of make a comeback, especially Chile, of all the nations in Latin America. They've got a really good opportunity of growing pretty powerful without ever having to border Brazil. Almost every single Latin American country has to border Brazil. No matter how, especially once they get really powerful, I mean, it just gets worse and worse. Chile could continue to expand up north, never even having to deal with the Brazilians at all here in the east coast of South America. Needless to say, that would be awesome. That'd be really, really good. No border friction, you know, less opportunities for war, certainly. It's not guaranteeing, obviously it's not like a guarantee, but yeah, it would certainly help out. But it looks like Chile's going to kind of blow that cover. I don't think they're going to get the thing going on here. Whoa, what's going on here? Germany's already in Turkish lands. Now, do they have the Turkish Navy? Oh, it doesn't matter. Wow, Germany, damn. Germany sent like over 200 ships from the Atlantic Ocean, or I guess the North Sea, all the way down through the Mediterranean just to go after Turkey. They probably destroyed a few ships. This is certainly, needless to say, going to really, really hurt Turkey and their kind of expansion. Again, really, what Turkey needs to do is they need to expand towards the east. Armenia, Georgia, I mean, those are nations, Iran, those are nations that are really small. I know they have alliances and stuff like that, but those are nations that are really small that they could easily pick up. I don't know why Turkey's been so, I guess, invested in European affairs. Like, leave them alone, Turkey. Let them kill each other and go and do your own thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of opportunities. I mean, it's kind of too late to expand to the south. Ooh, what's going on here? Look at this. So Germany has no general. They have a crossing and a terrain penalty. They're losing morale quick, and there are no Germans to reinforce. Not yet, at least. Oh, but they're coming. So they lost one battle for sure, but that doesn't really matter because there's going to be like over 250,000 Germans coming for more Turkish soldiers. Pretty big deal there. Turkey's going to get pretty messed up, but they'll be fine. I mean, yeah, they're going to lose a lot of manpower, a lot of military units, but Yeah, Germany's not trying to take anything from Turkey, I don't think. Have they peaced out separately with anybody? With Albania, it looks like they peaced out with Albania. What's the next move for Poland? Maybe Poland takes out the Czech Republic. Maybe they go after Latvia. Slovakia, that's a good one. Hungary, even. I mean, Poland's got some good opportunities here, too. Especially now that Poland's kind of united. Again, you know, we saw Ukraine somewhat do this in Eastern Europe, which is the smart choice. I mean, that's what you kind of need to do. You need to go after the Balkan region and kind of tear up these smaller nations. Obviously, you're not going to be able to attack someone like, you know, Spain, France, Germany. Too powerful in Western Europe. Portugal, maybe, but they're still pretty strong, too. Remember, they still have a really, really awesome hold on Northwest Africa. So that is an issue. Let's check on more wars. Wow, very slow. Interesting game. Interesting kind of video here. Very, very slow. And we talked about how we thought that, you know, we were seeing some rebuilding of troops, preparing themselves for whatever, World War V, is that what technically we're at right now? Something like that. I mean, maybe we're seeing somewhat of a, just, I don't know, reconstruction of the world's military units and stuff like that. I mean, I know that we're certainly going to see more big things go down, you know what I mean? More massive wars with huge powers. That'll for sure happen. I mean, obviously, there's still about 200 years, right, in his campaign? Definitely. About 197 years in this campaign. So obviously, we're going to see some great powers go down. I think a lot of people are... And again, remember, it's a chain reaction. Every time. Every time it's a chain reaction. So once, like one thing that we could see is that once we see somebody like Germany, like Germany just got involved in, you know, they're at war with Sweden. They're at war now with Yugoslavia. They might get involved in another quick third war. Boom. Then France joins in. France and Spain unites, and then they go after Poland. And then when Poland starts getting weaker, maybe Russia feels like they can come back, and then boom, Poland goes after that. You know, who knows? Maybe Portugal gets involved with Spain. Maybe they try to take back their lands here in Iberia. That causes Algeria in to go after southern Portugal. That's why I think the wars get so big. Because there's less nations, so there's less opportunity to grow. So that way the AI really has got to capitalize on certain opportunities. Wow. So look at that. Turkey somehow, I don't know if Germany just gave up on attacking Turkey or what, but there's no Germans in Turkish lands anymore, which is pretty surprising that happened. This region also needs to unite itself. There's still a lot of room for some kind of nations that come out of nowhere. There definitely is. There's a lot of room for like kind of improvements from all sides. I still can't believe the USA decided to ally with Peru. I mean, that's probably, you know what I think, my personal opinion? I think that, well, how does Brazil feel towards the USA? Maybe that's the reason why. Is it because of, like, what nation do they not like? Brazil likes the USA. USA doesn't really like Brazil. My opinion is it's because of Great Britain. The USA does not like the British. Well, they've only rivaled Malaya and China, which is interesting. USA kind of being involved in like Pacific affairs or Eastern Asian affairs. It seems like they only allied to Peru because they're a big rival to Brazil, right? Kind of. Yeah, they are. They are rivals, technically. Enemies and rivals. There you go. Maybe that's why. But maybe it's not because they don't like Brazil. Maybe it's because they don't like Great Britain. I'm pretty sure Great Britain and Brazil have been allied for quite a long time. But anyways, I mean, they're very focused on the Eastern Asian affairs when they really shouldn't be. You know, they need to be focused on probably more in the Atlantic and the Europeans, expanding in the Caribbean and stuff like that. Okay, there goes Germany. So it's a little bit different now. Now they're ready. Yeah, it looks like where is Turkey's remaining military units at? I don't see anything really. But Turkey does have quite a huge fleet. I don't know where the Germans sent. I mean, they might have sent their stuff back in the North Sea. They might not have gotten naval access. Maybe they were suffering from attrition. I'm not sure. Usually the AI is smart about that. They don't usually do dumb things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. They do dumb things, but they don't necessarily do dumb things like that per se. I don't think I've seen an AI not ask for military access, but never mind. I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100% on that. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if they have. There we go. Poland's now at war with who? Czech Republic. There you go. That's what I thought. Poland called in Italy, Switzerland, and Bosnia. and nobody really too big of a deal. So this is a really smart choice. While Germany attacks Yugoslavia, Poland's attacking the Czech Republic. Pretty big, powerful nations starting to unite, and I'm thinking we're going to see the breakdown of this alliance at some point, but I'm not sure when. But anyways, guys, I'm about to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.